Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurinoha binti Ros Aizat. My matrix number is 2019328979. So, I would like to present or to review the article that I choose. So, this is the article that I choose, which is Malaysia may not face worst case property market scenario post COVID-19. And then the next one is summary of this article that I study. The first one is Malaysia not the worst case scenario, which is Malaysia may not end up with the worst case scenario for the property market post COVID-19, given its much healthier state of financial fundamentals today. And then the next one is already have a steps to manage any situation, which is Property Guru Malaysia Country Manager, which is Sheldon Fernandez, said measure or steps were already in place to manage the industry's decline even before the COVID-19 outbreak, because they already learned from the Nipah virus outbreak, because at that time price growth dropped by 9.4% during that virus. And then different types of impacts on price, which is Fernandez said that the impacts on price for individual property types will vary. So for the example, at on 1998, which is when the Nipah virus come, Asian financial crisis saw detached home price declining by 13.6%, while the terrace house and high-rise property were relatively resilient, with declines of just negative 4.8% and negative 6.2%. And then the next one is what impact COVID-19 or MCO or Movement Control Order. So for the first half of 2020, dropping from 44 points to 42 points. So from this we can see 2-point drops, which is during this COVID-19 and the Movement Control Order or MCO. Of course, it will impact on buying sentiment. So for this one, the first half of 2020, which saw Malaysia's property sentiment index, it's dropping 2 points from 44 points in first half of 2019 to 42 points at the start of this year, which is when the COVID-19 come. And then the next one is focusing on surviving, or and property decision will be delayed, which mean because of this COVID-19, people are more focusing on just surviving for this year. So because of that, it will impact on property. So because of people are more focusing on surviving, many property decision will be delayed, and it leading to pent up demand in Malaysia. And then the next one is investor prioritize undervalue property, which is aside from pent up demand re-expressing itself once market condition improve. So this tendency may also be due to investor restructuring their portfolios to manage risk and prioritize undervalue property. Okay, the next one is how to overcome to reduce the overhang units. Okay, The first one is bringing back home owner campaign, or HOC. So they need to bringing back HOC and reviewing the real property gain tax, or RPGT, and then they also need to standardizing threshold price for international purchaser in all state, and reviewing the loan to value, or LTV ratio cap for third home purchaser. And then don't rise the house price, which is as homeowner we cannot rise the house price, because this during this COVID-19, people if they want buy a house, um, they don't want the house is increased. So they will buy the house because they know the house price is not rise or increase. But if someone rise the house price, they can't buy the house, because in this COVID-19 they will more focusing on just surviving themselves. So because of that, homeowner cannot rise the house price lah. And then conclusion. So conclusion in this article that I have studied, Malaysia is not the worst case property market scenario in this COVID-19. And then property guru also already have their measure to manage this thing, even before the COVID-19 come. Okay, and then my opinion on this article, for me this article is good and it's really informative, because we as someone doesn't know anything, but from this article we can know what happened to this country, or what happened to the housing, to the property. So in this COVID-19 time, we also get to know that property guru already have their plan, or already have their measure, already have their steps, how to manage the industry decline before this COVID-19. So we don't need to worry. And then we also get to know that Malaysia may not the worst case property market scenario post COVID-19. So that's all from me. Thank you.